don't know when to come to the natural disaster. How about you? On which Japan made destroying damage. But it doest mean such a thing. I wouldn't like to say such thing.
It's go of every age. Would you like to see something strange? Come with us, you will see. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Pumpkin scream on day of night. My name is Babe. Nice to meet you. I'm the main personality for this channel.
こんばんは、林家三平です。
こんばんは、三平さんこんばんはです。
どうもです。はい。大変ですね、なんか。
三平ですみたいな。
そうそうそう。
皆さんこんばんは。ハロウィンの季節ですよね。てか10月31日なんですよね、正確には。
うん。
はい。なんか
はい
ハロウィンが盛り上がってくる感じなのかな、今の時期だと。
で、全然関係ないけどな、本当にね。
で、今回ね、紹介する動画なんですけど、本当は夏にやりたかったんですよ。
ね。
はい。
本当はね。はい。
日本の夏なんで、
うん、
オーラっていうのが。
ホラーがね。
これ、
はい、
今回、音声聞こえてますか？大丈夫ですか皆さん。
皆さんはいないみたいですね、今ね。
はいはい、
いないみたいだねっていうのもすごい話だけどさ。
はい、大丈夫です。4人の方が見てます。
そうなんだね。
で、今回はまだ動画としてアップしてない早出し動画ライブです。はい。これ、時間かかるんですよ、こういう動画。はい。
確か
に。非常に出来はいいんですよ。で、つまり英語にしても、英語版なんですけど、それでも非常に怖えぞっていう仕上がりになってるので、はい。でもね、これ日本語字幕版だけ急いで作った感じなので、このライブに間に合わせるためにですね。これチェックして英語版との兼ね合いもあるので、この動画自体上げるのはちょっと後になるんですけど、まあ、今週中にはアップする予定です。はい。で、今回の話の両面スクナなんですけど、でもあれか。英語版は、今日の朝とかにアップするちょっと予定が、ではいます。はい。
はいはいはい。
要は字幕のないやつですね。英語の字幕も今回つけてないんですよ。動画の出来がいいので、字幕でちょっとつけない方がいいんじゃないかみたいな話になってて。はい。
そうだね。はい。
で、今回の話の両面少ないなんですけど、漫画やアニメの呪術廻戦。言いにく。呪術廻戦で有名なんですけど、これもともとネット上のこのホラーの間ではね、ホラー好きの間ではこの有名な話なんですよ。よく知られてる話で両面少なっていうのが。要は呪術廻戦の方が後なんですよ。で、俺、ホラー好きだから当然知ってるわけですよ。
そうなの、俺全然知らなかった。1ミリも知らなかった、
はい。で、この話はね、バックボーンがしっかりしているので、というか、このバックボーンがあって今回の掲示板ネタがあるんだろうし、いや、バックボーンがあるから掲示板でこういう話ができましたっていうことなんだと思うんですよ。
はい。
で、その話が盛り上がったから、漫画とかできたんですよね、みたいな。
いいよね。若い人たちは知ってますよね。
このバックボーンがあるので、だから俺にしても英語版を作ってみようかなって思った次第なんですよ。
なるほど、そうか。すごいやっぱり若い人たちはあれ目の付けどころが違うので、俺なんかの時代はですね。野良黒上等兵だったからね。
野良黒。
いつの時代なんだって話なんだけど。
要はね、ホラーで、これホラーを喋ってるんですけど、なんですか、本編はちゃんとやってるんですけど、ホラーで日本のこととか歴史を紹介できるんですよ。で、本編長いので、なんですか、日本の怪談を英語にしてみた件、両面少なですってことで、本編行ってみましょう。これ
了解。
要は長いので。はい。じゃあ流します。
はい。
ちょっと待ってくださ
There is a work called Jujutsu Kaisen which becomes popular by an animation cartoon. Does everyone know? There is a famous story in RYOUMENSUKUNA which become a key to this work. I'll introduce that this time. Summer is ghost season in Japan. As the condition that a ghost appears, electromagnetic field unusualness, a humidity rise and the decline with the sudden temperature are given. Japan is the country with the high humidity. That the humidity becomes high in particular in summer may be related. I think there are a lot of times when even everyone's national history took revenge with justice. The curse to make the revenge was also justice. The account of this curse as well as religion was transmitted to ancient Japan from China. There are an occult as Kadoku and a curse to live the one. This Chinese character Kadoku is. There are 3 Chinese characters called insects and the word poison. This literally means putting poisonous small animals such as snakes, centipedes, spiders, and frogs, and 100 insects that are harmful to humans into containers such as in the same jar and cannibalizing them. It is a first to make the partner who would like to mince and curse last one which survived drink. A subspecies of the account of Kadoku increases with the time. The number of the bug and the kind of bugs were limited and it's used as something to bury this jar and land in a house of the partner who would like to curse itself and praise this by an altar, and if there is a way to say. Japan was the country with the light life poorly. Moreover, the same national polity is a following country. The account of the curse transmitted from its China, Japan, personal development was shown. Unsealing method of the fetish which is its state. The original way Japan to seal a temple and a shrine up is shown. Then the story I'll introduce this time is the talk which became famous for a Japanese bulletin board.
一旦ちょっと飲めましたけど、
はい。
ここから、
はいはい、
本編です。
うん。
はい、本編はずっと流しっぱなしなので、何か質問があればチャット欄でお願いします。で、本編が終わった時に、
はい、
答えれること、もうほぼ答えられると思うんですけど、ご質問があれば、本編が終わってから答えますので、チャット欄で入れといてください。止めないので。
そうですね。
まだ
ゆっくりはい。
公開してない動画なので、公開してない動画を止めるのどうかなと思うので。はい。
プレミアオープンみたいな感じですかね。
そうなんですよ。そう
なんですね。はい。
じゃあ続きいきます。本編です。はい。本編というか、今も本編なんですけど、これからが話なんですってことですね。
なるほど。
はい。じゃあ
了解了解。
静かにしてますんで。はい。
Work on a construction relation sends me. I'm going to dissolve Iwate Prefecture and the old temple where it's here the other day. Now is the temple which is abandoned. When a temple is being dissolved with that, a colleague calls me.
Please come a little.
When I went, a blackish long wooden box was put under the colleague's underfoot. What, this?
I had thought what nose and had put it in the room where the inside of the main hall was made airtight. I'll call traders managing a little.
Is the size of the wooden box about 2 meters? A tree looked like quite old one and maybe rotted. White paper is stuck on a table, and something has been written. The thing called an old letter was understood, but something like Bonji was also seen. But paper is also after it's old, and I'll hardly know what is being written anymore. The one which was just read. Annual Teisho Dash. Era. RYOUMENSUKUNA is sealed up with the occult. In July. It was seen, stay here, a fact was written. A nail was hammered into a wooden box, and it couldn't open, and I was saying that traders will ask an old chief priest tomorrow, to and made the day the thing which leaves a wooden box in the prefabricated building around here. Before arriving at a decommissioning operations site on the next day, please call from traders or get it.
It's a wooden box, but the former chief priest never opened, a wonderful threatening attitude. One takes everything back, it's being talked about, so thank you.
That wooden box will call a superintendent before I arrive at a site just in case. Expectation. Is yesterday's wooden box?
Well, the Chinese has 2 part-time workers who employ at your home. Would you be here? He opened and came here selfishly. Anyway, please come early.
I had an unpleasant hunch and hurried to a site. The crowd, which are 5 to 6 around the prefabricated building. 2 part-time work Chinese sit down in front of the prefabricated building in the absent-minded state.
At midnight, yesterday, they seem to have opened and have chosen one him jokingly with my company. A problem is so and the contents. Can I have this at a glance?
When I said directly, the one which seems to be a mummy of the man who kept both hands like a boxer was included. That it was strange freely, I had his 2 Siamese twins? It was seen, stay here, there isn't a deformed child. I thought it might be a person of that deformity or an imitation.
Please see this, receipt of the shock, they don't know phlegm or something, but these 2 people talk nothing.
Even if it was asked, how much were we in the absent-minded state for 2 Chinese? They can speak Japanese fairly. I forgot to say, the mummy. The head touched both sides too, and a foot usually passed through 2 of left and right, and an arm was 2. It was the strange form. The reason by which I thought of having judged a picture of the various deformity from whether an head and 2 channel were neatly, and shaving, I was surprised, but I'd make whether well as malformation and train, too. Will 2 Chinese be sent to the hospital by car just in case, and shall do a contact to the police how? For when talking, a former chief priest has come by car your son drives. At the very beginning of the speech.
Emptiness, harsh word. Empty the one Lord swore. If a closet is empty, it's an end.
We were stunned by the threatening attitude which is so much. A chief priest has begun to shout to my son this time. I weight accent was tight and is a standard language, and it's written.
You and RYOUMENSUKUNA are sent to temporarily kill, by all means all the time. The bold one which isn't sent, if foot enough you are.
It was the angry voice which is to the extent I couldn't think a grandfather of a little past 80, really.
Foot is at this frame. Hospital? Because people will something to know. But you conduct traditional ceremonies to expel evil spirit just in case.
To be honest, we were afraid, too, and everything in the sutra will be seen quietly, and hit a back and a shoulder quite hard. Was it quite long for about 30 minutes? A chief priest loaded a wooden box into a car and said so in the time of parting.
It's beautiful, but you can be wrong.
After that a person of inside of 2 Chinese died of the myocardial infarction of which a doctor looks doubtful, 2 by the hospital room and transferred another person to a mental hospital, and 3 decommissioning operation once fell asleep by a mysterious high fever, 2, and I stepped on a nail by a foot and sewed 5 needles, 2. A detailed thing isn't understood at all. I think that maybe the person who left a hostility and discrimination by human malformation and was dying as expected. Because the terrible look was being done. Are an area in the temple and the case that a village in Mukashibaraku was here related? I may not have that. I'd like to live long. That even I judge an occult board by a net. I'm interested in such thing. So I'd like to know a truth and a contact was made with the chief priest many times. It was perfect ignoring. But he knew the phone number of your son who had come together, and may this person be able to be the person light and rather flashy so often and hear something? I thought so and you could make the appointment to which I go to drink in today's evening. There is remembrance which has come out in an account of RYOUMENSUKUNA and an animation as Munakata Professor Romance Story. whether you're the foreigner who has probably come to Japan in ancient times as Sukuna family, the person who seems handed culture down to ancient Japan. If that will be cultural formation in Izumo area and be the fact that a legend of an albino rabbit eating Alba and talk of nation building of Ukini Nushina Makoto made this a motif. And Izumo's invasion by Yamato imperial court happened, and it was the Hida area now that Sukuna family run after arrived. There is a monstrous Sukuna in Hida according to Chronicles of Japan, and that the fact that a soldier was sent and defeated is written because people were killed. In other words, the one as Sukuna probably makes the iron manufacturing in ancient India work with a foreign person who handed culture down to Japan the time of the Yamato imperial court before. And you were writing whether they were the people who would hand iron manufacturing down to Japan. And the one which was in the inside in the cave which was found at the place where Izumo is here. If it was an image of RYOUMENSUKUNA, I had that. Sukuna family has come to Japan by Kagami no Fune, which was the ship shines like mirror. You were writing that it was a llama and was a wooden name of an ebony course, but it matched the blackish long wooden box, so it may be the one by which this is also possibly a llama. Then RYOUMENSUKUNA may also be the one by which Sukuna family who runs away and has come to the Iway area as a descendant. I wrote that it might be the contents and that doesn't match like an occult board, thinking. It'll be to speak about a direct meeting is expected just before, and impossible. You said so, and if then it's by telephone, how about for a son of a former chief priest? It's to the place where you can speak. Talk could be heard by the condition to say so. It was done at time, and you spoke fairly for about 30 minutes, right? I was quite talkative person. A point is written.
Please tell my father again to be sure. Actually, only talk by the telephone.
After this can say it asks too much. What is that after all?
That's man of the deformity taken out in a show shed in the Taisho era.
By me, then, did you live in the combined state? Does it look like Siamese twins?
That's right. They seem to have been born and have lived by the one from Iwate and Samaraku for several years, but the parent pinched for life seemed to betray to a trafficker, please. I think that it flowed to a show shed with that.
Is it so? Or but why is it in a state like such mummy?
When saying to correctness, it's a mummy, but...
A mummy advances a fact personally, and, yes, was it?
Would you speak to anyone about this thing?
When saying honestly, I'd like to speak.
Okay, you. Honest. Oh, there is no intention about which I speak completely, too, but, it's that, compulsory, well, you could hunt. After the unexpected cult religious society which says now then is here, isn't it? Please pardon me the name of the religious society. By thinking I'm also active quietly now.
When I hear, does that religious society understand yes all?
I don't know. It's because they're a top secret in the top secret and true heathenism.
I see.
This founder of a religion is unexpected one. To use only the outside measurements.
Are they the outside measurements?
Being easy to understand, and when saying so, it's Shingon Takikawa Ryu school is heathenism a little at the front, they're the outside measurements, for, it was hit, but it isn't such like one, isn't it?
Specifically, what kind of?
And, no material in those days is also left, and the founder of a religion current as now is an alum, and he isn't also the fellow who has appeared in the center stage originally, and even if a religious society continues now, is tied and isn't probably at all, and my name is Mono Heaven Prison. This is the name of the founder of a religion.
Mononomy. Is it an alonym?
Immediately, alonym. When this heaven prison went to a show shed and a large sunburn several deformity name, and it was bought, be divisible. Siamese twins as an example, for, do you say? Do you know Kadoku? A bug writes harm on a bug, and is the special kanji 3 bugs put together.
that of the occult using the bug which put some poisonous insects in a therapeutic point and survived in the end?
Immediately. Why to know you? It's wonderful.
Yes, oh, a little. With that?
Well, is that? Heaven prisoned Dikadoku by man.
Please put man in a closed room. It'll be?
It's the talk I heard from my father, too, and it isn't the reason we believe 100%. Will it be soon stopped?
Excuse me. Please continue it.
I see. The reason which did it by several people of deformity. Anyway, he doesn't know whether it's a religious society head office, but please force into an underground closed room. The reason by which Siamese twins survived with that.
How long is the shut period?
If I say that the detailed thing is the period, it isn't understood, but have to eat company's meat, eat the feces and urine and survive when, it's almost imaginable, isn't it?
I don't want to imagine so much, but...
They seem to have worked heaven prison so that the Siamese twins may survive from the beginning. The reason which burned the other deformity with a fatal wound by a knife or something went and clapped in the intermittent state. Because it's the appearance which looks like Ursula image even if I say the deformity. Maybe heaven prison was attracted by its divine.
I see.
Because it's better to have been survived, but it's the reason which is only a tool for heaven prison. It'll be shut in a different room by itself and be starvation immediately, won't it? And you do preservation from decay processing and it's in a mummy. Completion of RYOUMENSUKUNA my father was talking about last time. For a reason.
What is RYOUMENSUKUNA? It was saying that there was a monster with 2 faces and 4 hands called RYOUMENSUKUNA in ancient times in the limit near the time of the myth to call Siamese twins of an example so for the legend. I see.
It was done in the principal image by which heaven prison is a religious society of the RYOUMENSUKUNA be divisible. It's his curse, isn't it? The reason heaven prison believed to have cursed more people and have made the unexpected curse dead who may be able to kill if others were cursed and the pawners which can be killed was done, at least.
A target of the curse?
My father was saying that it was a state.
Is Japan itself the heaven prison?
Its effect of the curse isn't only that. Please put in something in the abdomen of RYOUMENSUKUNA.
What is it?
Ancient bone. You're the rebel who judged from Ronian people who wait until the so-called Imperial Court destroyed by Yamato Imperial Court, right? Rebel. Please put a powder of the ancient bone in an abdomen.
Please, where do you get such one?
It is of a television and a newspaper. Toured would it be seen? When ancient remains and grave were found, the people who work don't need finding. Because guard in the neighborhood seems to have been superficial then. They seem to steal from such place mainly.
Is it the talk gets difficult to believe in which suddenly?
I thought so too. There is only this the accident which has happened mainly in the Taisho era. 1914, large-scale eruption in Sakurajima, 9,600 injured persons. 1914, Akita's big earthquake, 94 people dead. 1914, explosion in Hojo coal mine, 687 people dead. 1916, big fire in Hakodate. 1917, big flood damage in eastern Japan, 1,300 people dead. 1917, explosion in Kirino coal mine, 361 people dead. 1922, by an avalanche in Oyashirazu, train accident, 130 people dead. And 142,800 people of September 1st, 1923, Great Kanto earthquake and missing dead.
What is that?
It's said that it's the area where all RYOUMENSUKUNA has moved.
I can't believe this. Was there a religious society branch in such all part? It'll be accidental whether you say so.
I think I'm stupid talk, too. It's so that the Taisho era, worst, a day of the biggest accident and Great Kanto earthquake. Just before an earthquake happens on this day, heaven prison is dead.
What do you mean?
I heard that I committed suicide, but there also seems to be a rumor that I say that I wasn't pure Japanese.
How did they die?
Cut the throat by Japanese sword. In front of RYOUMENSUKUNA. Build by the blood character with that.
What is their writhing?
Japan has to extinct.
Is that just before Great Kondo earthquake happens?
It's so, isn't it?
Is it accidental?
It'll be accident, won't it?
In where RYOUMENSUKUNA have been imprisoned then?
It's said that it was a vicinity on Sagami Coast.
After that, by what kind of passes RYOUMENSUKUNA in that temple in a wait?
My father didn't speak to only that.
In time and a chief priest. Why wasn't it transported to a temple in Kyoto? Think, it was being talked about that.
Did you hear? It was about 30 years ago, but I was planning to be father's succession coming monk, too. It's mistake whether you say my negligence then. After that temple was also left all the while. It's this to be able to speak, isn't it?
I see, in where is now's RYOUMENSUKUNA?
I don't know that. It isn't able to contact with my father for these several days whether you say so. After later brings home that, and seems to have been put by since then on the strange car, doesn't it?
I see. Didn't speak about anything. It was called, Why did you tell me conversely here?
Would my father say at that time, it's pitiful, but you can't live long. For... Please won't you call me anymore?
I really appreciate for sharing your time. They're the contents about which the above spoke by telephone. I say and don't believe anything clearly. I came to feel ill, so something is finished today, isn't it? It'll be a long article. Excuse me.
はい、これ本編なんですけど、大丈夫ですか皆さん。
はいはいはいはいはいはい。
何ですかね、あれ相模湾じゃないですか。
うん。
関東大震災の震源地なんです。相模湾なんですけど、あれ真鶴なんですかね。
あそこは砂漠だったんじゃなかったっけ。
真鶴にまだ両面少なって真鶴にあるんですかね。
あるんだよあれ。管理してる人はいるんですね。
多分分からない用語とか多分出てくると思うんですけど、凡字は多分サンスクリットの多分っていうかサンスクリットのことを凡字っていう、日本では凡字っていうし、あと昔部落は何ですか、差別集落みたいなことなんですよね。昔の得た否認に対する言葉で、得た否認が多く住んでる地域をそうやって部落って呼んでたんですけど、はい。あと真言立川流、これは仏教の一派ですけど、密教が多いってことですね。はい。
ああ、そうなんだね。
はい。
立川流っていうか立川談志かと思ったんだけど一瞬違うんだな。
あ、それでいいです。
ああ、そんなもんだろうでもね。と思うな、そんなもんでいいね。
これからちょっと説明なんですけど、これは多分何ですかね、皆さんも分かってないでしょうし、外国の方ちょっと興味深いような説明が今からあります。はい。ちょっといきます。続きいきます。
はい、わかりました。
RYOUMENSUKUNA be also left for a document as a hero in the Japanese Gifuken Hida area by the person who existed, please, as it is also in the body. There seems to have been a village by an Indian in around about 5th century. The temple which concerns that is also left by the one for which that was built by folklore of RYOUMENSUKUNA in a back world. It isn't certain as truth or falsehood. By the document made a Japanese history, they're said to be the Japanese enemy who repeats plunder from the people by the surrounding face and 4 arms. The time is the time of the national foundation called Japan in the 6th century, 7th century. When it's judged from the power I tried to make its Japan with which the figure as RYOUMENSUKUNA can ask the thing which was a foe. In other words, the person means devil which for grudge you curse Japan or Japanese government. The way of thinking which says so I guess. Seal of a curse tool. There a temple or shrine that it was charged with the exorcist-like role in Japan. The curse tool found is used, and is also brought into a temple and a shrine. A seal way of a curse tool at a temple. It's the way which is being purified a little by raising a sutra every day. A curse tool is often kept in the depot where it isn't attractive near the main shrine where I hear a sutra. Sealing method of a curse tool at a shrine is peculiar. The one is that is also ancient animism like area belief. Because it's the one unified in the form as the Shinto. There are a lot of natural disasters in Japan and the altar to calm the natural anger and fear down is sometimes origin. This, a devil and an evil spirit, like, it was sometimes the altar to calm anger of the awesome existence a person doesn't reach down. In other words, I'm sometimes making itself the belief subject, knowing a devil and an evil spirit. Therefore anything deified at a shrine isn't uniform. The location by such meaning isn't also uniform. There is a similarity by the form as the Shinto. This is an example in a shrine. There is a torii at the entrance of the shrine. This is also the meaning as the entrance in the boundary fence. And a boundary fence is also in the site in a shrine. This is also an example of a sketch in the shrine building. I think you can find out that it's also a boundary fence and a boundary fence in the building. And God of the Shinto is dropped off at Japan by a ceremony periodically in this boundary fence. In other words, this shrine is equipment for ceremonies to which itself calls God. When it's judged from other national persons and a person of other religions, conduct of a devil would see all Japan which are numerous gods and this and others. The one which is being called to a shrine at least, not God, but an angel as if, I think when you think, it's easy to understand. And the existence deified originally at a shrine? Even the existence vice will be as powerful the existence goodness will be. By calling this angel, it purifying in the boundary fence as kekai around shrine, spend time on the existence goodness will be and change it. It's to do that and is the idea that produce new God and contribute to an area. The curse tool brought into a shrine can also put this in a treasure storage in the shrine. It spends time in the boundary fence and do a purified way of thinking. When it's say conversely, that it's also the boundary fence to seal influence of a curse and an evil spirit. A thief by a foreigner tends to increase in Japan of recent years. You'll hear a treasure storage of a temple or shrine, and it's stolen, isn't it? And the one stolen at a treasure storage is sent to the country in its home. Is that okay? Isn't it cursed?
あーって感じですよね。あーって感じです。
ね。本当ね。
これは皆さん知ってたんですかね。神社ってあれは、何ですかね。結界じゃないですか。
うん。
要はそこに、神様を封じ込めるというよりか、
はい。
要は道真さんとか、
うん。
何天満宮でしたっけ？
太宰府ですね。
はい、要は日本三大怨霊の一つって皆さんご存知でしょうけど、
はい、
まあてか他にもねそれ怨霊ですよね。もともご神体が怨霊ですよねっていう場合がよくあって、
うん、
で、それを、長い時間をかけて、浄化して神様にするみたいな考え方があるんですよ。
うんうん、
一応これ異論がある方もいると思うので、
はい
こういう考え方がありますっていうか、まあ、結構普通にありますってことを言ってるだけなんですよ。反論がある方があるのはわかるんですけど、
はい。
あと仏教で、まあその呪文みたいな本殿の何ですか、左側とか裏とかに倉庫があって、そこに実はやばいもんがあるみたいな話はあるというか普通にはないか。普通にはないけど、まあちょいちょいある話ですよねみたいなことなんですけど。
なるほど。
はい。
はい。
じゃあ続き
今、
はい。
あ、まだ続きありますね。あるんだ。
まだ続きありますよ。
いや、まあ異論がないって言ったから、イーロン・マスクのことを思い出したんですけどね。
イーロン・マスクはない。ないでしょうね。
残念だな。ではな。はい。
続きいきましょう。
了解です。
孤独の歴史は古く、いつから存在するのか定かではないんですが、約4000年前の文献から孤独らしき記述が見られるようです。中国ですけどね。ですが、元々の孤独が100匹の毒虫の生き残り、最後の1匹を飲ませるって、いや、普通に毒を飲ませればよくないって思いますけど、この手間暇かけることが呪いであって、その部分を後に発展させていくわけで、はい。フランスとかにも孤独が伝わって香水の元になった話とか、ロシアでも孤独を研究してた話があるみたいですよ。では、See ya! はい。怖い終わり方にしてみました。
これは怖いですね、本当にね。はいはい。いや、冷静に言うなよ、みたいな。
はい。
はいはい。
いやね、本編で使わなかったエフェクトを最後詰め込んでみましたみたいなことなんで。
うん。そうだよね。せっかくだもんね。はい、
別に怖がらせようって意図はあるんですけど、使わんかったし使っとこうみたいなね。そういうことなんですけど。ねですか、最後にちょこっと出てくるじゃないですか。孤独っていう字が虫蜜って言って説明してるんですけど、皿を下にね、虫下に皿ってつけるのが正しい字ですよっていうのは多い、意見が多いというか、まあ、多分そうなんでしょうけど、そっちが正しいんでしょうけど、
はい、
英語でやるにあたってシンプルな方がいいので、虫3つで表現してますし、そもそも常用で使う漢字じゃないのに違いがあるのが2つあるっておかしいだろっていうのもあるしはい、でだからシンプルな方を一律でやってますよっていうことですね。はい
はいはい。
でこの話自体ですね、日本のそのホラーって締めっぽいじゃないですか。
そうだね。
じわじわ来る話というか、でこれは欧米の皆さんに伝わらないというか、例えば、皆さんの知ってるところだとリングとかリング螺旋っていう話があるんですけど、あれもですかハリウッドでちょっと、流行りましたけども、それよりも呪音の方が流行ったわけですよ。
そうなんだよね。
呪音の方がヒットしたというか、日本のホラーが。いや、分かりやすい方がいいってことなんですよね。で、なんですかね、リングがダメなのは、なんていうかな、その締めっぽさがなんで伝わらないのかっていうと、歴史がないからなんですよ。
まあ、そもそも欧米の方は乾燥してるからな。
はい。そう。湿度が高い国の良さというか、要はバックグラウンドがあっ ってそれは怖いだろっていう風な示し方をしないとジメジメ感って伝わらないじゃないですか。
ないですね。
はい。いきなりジメジメされても気持ち悪いってなるだけなんで。
いやよくわかんねえなっていう感じですね。
だからちょっとだけジメジメ感の理由をお伝えしたいというか、はい。そういう趣旨があるわけですよ。皆さんこの日本のジメジメ感のあるほらわからないですよねみたいなちょっとお説明しますとみたいなことが言いたいわけですよ。
なあ本当にそうだよね。なかなかわかんないんだろうなこの、なんて言うんだろう。はい。臨場感が伝わらないのかもしれないですね。
今回あんま視聴が増えないですけど、意味はわかりますよ。ちょっと戸惑ってますよね。何してくれてんだぐらいな。でも意図はわかると思いますよ。
なるほど。
このチャンネルでこれをやってるのは、伝わってないからっていうのが前提あるんですよ。あと歴史を伝えたいっていうのと、要は伝わってないからを伝えたいっていうのがあるのでやってるんですけど、皆さんは戸惑うのはわかります。
まああれですよね。心霊をいきなりこうトピックにしましたからね。本当ね。
まあてかかなり出来はいいので本編ができた際には皆さんご覧になってください。全画面で大音量でご覧になってください。
前売り券発売中なのでよろしくお願いします。
今回だから何ですか、こういう画面でやってるからあんまり怖くない感じでお伝えできたと思うんですけど、マジで怖がりの人は逆にお控えください。やめた方がいいです。
そうですね。
怖いので。
そうなんです。気絶しないようにしてくださいね。
では今回これで終わりますので。
はい、わかりました。ありがとうございます。
では皆さんご視聴ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Thank you for joining us tonight. See you next time.
またよろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします。